There are things no one warns women about. Not because they are secret, but because telling the truth would force you to stop overgiving. Here is the hard truth. A man does not value what costs you your self-respect. Today I am sharing the first part of the list. Every woman needs to hear at least once in her life. 7 things you should never do for a man, no matter how much you love him. Number 1. Never chase a man who is unsure about you. If a man truly wants you, you will not need to convince him, remind him, or emotionally negotiate your worth. Confusion is already an answer. Silence is already a decision. Many women mistake emotional effort for emotional connection. They think, if I explain myself better, if I am more patient, if I show him how good I am, he will finally choose me. But a man does not fall in love because you prove your value. He falls in love because he feels the loss of access to you. When you chase, you reverse the natural dynamic. You position yourself as the one who needs him more, and slowly, unconsciously, he feels less pressure to show up. Never chase clarity. Never chase commitment. Never chase consistency. A man who wants you will make it obvious without you burning yourself emotionally. Number 2. Never lower your standards to keep a man comfortable. This is one of the most common mistakes women make. You start strong. You know what you want. And then slowly you adjust. You accept late replies. You accept cancelled plans. You accept excuses that would never satisfy you at the beginning. You tell yourself you are being understanding, flexible, mature. But here is the truth. When you lower your standards, you teach him exactly how little effort is required to keep you. Standards are not demands. They are boundaries that protect your emotional energy. A man does not respect a woman who abandons herself for him. He respects a woman who is willing to walk away rather than shrink. And no, having standards does not make you difficult. It makes you selective. If this is resonating with you so far, stay with me. Because the next ones are the ones most women regret breaking. Number 3. Never become his emotional therapist. This one is subtle, and that is why it is dangerous. You listen to all his traumas. You help him process his past. You support him through confusion, heartbreak, and identity crises. And slowly, the relationship shifts. You stop being the woman he desires. You become the place he emotionally unloads. Emotional support is healthy. Emotional dependency is not. A man who only connects with you through pain will associate you with comfort, not attraction. He will feel safe with you, but not necessarily drawn to you. You are his partner, not his rehabilitation center. Number 4. Never sacrifice your life to fit into his. Watch how this happens. You stop seeing your friends as often. You delay your goals. You reorganize your schedule around his availability. You tell yourself it is temporary. You tell yourself love requires compromise. But love never asks you to disappear. The moment your world starts shrinking for a man, your value in his eyes starts shrinking too. Not because you are less worthy, but because you removed the mystery, independence, and fullness that attracted him in the first place. A woman with a life is magnetic. A woman who gives up her life becomes predictable. By the way, if you are learning something valuable here, this is your reminder to like the video and subscribe to Pureher. We talk about female power, emotional clarity, and healthy attraction here. Let's continue. Number 5. Never ignore disrespect just to avoid conflict. Disrespect rarely starts loud. It starts quiet. A dismissive tone. A sarcastic joke. A boundary crossed and laughed off. And every time you stay silent, you send a message. You teach him what he can get away with. Love does not require tolerance for disrespect. Peace that costs you your dignity is not peace. A man who truly values you will correct himself the moment he realizes he hurt you. A man who does not will test how much you are willing to swallow. Your silence trains his behavior. Number 6. Never try to earn love by overgiving. Overgiving feels generous, but it often comes from fear. Fear of being replaced. Fear of being abandoned. Fear of not being enough. You give more time, more attention, more emotional labor. You anticipate his needs before he expresses them. You put his comfort before your own. But love is not built on self-erasure. When you overgive, you remove the space for him to invest. And people protect what they invest in. A man who does not have to work for access to you will not fear losing you. Balanced effort creates attraction. One-sided sacrifice creates entitlement. Number 7. Never stay where you are not chosen. This is the hardest one. You may love him. You may see his potential. You may believe he will change. But love without choice is emotional starvation. If he is unsure, if he is inconsistent, if he keeps you in the almost space, he is telling you something. Being chosen is not dramatic. It is not confusing. It is not painful. You should not have to wonder where you stand. A woman who stays where she is not chosen slowly forgets her own worth. And here is the most important thing I want you to remember. Walking away is not a loss. Staying where you are undervalued is. If this message is speaking to you, you already know what needs to change. Let me leave you with this. A man does not determine your value. Your willingness to protect yourself does. Love should feel safe, mutual, and steady. Not anxious. Not confusing. Not draining. The moment you stop doing what hurts you, everything shifts. Your energy changes. Your standards rise. And the men who cannot meet them naturally fall away. This is not about playing games. This is about self-respect. If this video helped you see things more clearly, support the channel by liking the video and subscribing to Pureher. More honest conversations like this are coming. You deserve a love that meets you where you stand. Not one that asks you to bend, shrink, or disappear. And remember, the right man will never require you to break yourself to keep him. Stay powerful. Stay aware. And I will see you in the next video on Pureher.